Even though our lives are very different from the way most people choose to live, I really and truly enjoy what we do.
Kathy Johnson and I got married on a cool and windy August morning in Lake Huron, 40 feet underwater. When I was young, I was shy, quiet, and I spent most of the time just hanging around ponds and streams collecting turtles and frogs. I got into scuba diving when I was 16, and it just totally changed my whole life. It just gave my ego that boost it needed, and I realized I didn't have to fit in with the norm. Kathy and I met at a diving class, a scuba diving class. I was the assistant instructor, and she was the student.
Greg Lashbrook had always said that if he ever got married again, it would be underwater. So I had always thought, well, I guess I won't be marrying this man. But then I started working for a commercial diving company. Soon I realized that we could really pull this thing off, and we could still have it be something really special. The amazing thing was that even with all the hoopla, it was still a very special moment for both of us. I don't think either one of us will ever forget our descent to the wreck of the sport. The biggest surprise was the number of divers lining the port side of the wreck. It was so touching to realize that they were all down there to see and share this really special moment with Greg and I.
Thank you for showing me a world that most people never see and showing me how to really enjoy it. I hope that when you look back over the years, your thoughts will be filled with all the wonderful experiences that we've shared. I love you. Kathy, we go through life searching for that one special person who makes us finally feel complete. A person who allows us to believe in ourselves and in the future. You, Kathy, are that special person. I look forward to a life filled with confidence, adventure, and love. I love you too.
This reminds me of the river in Florida, the Wekiva,
Yeah,
where we had to make all those real hairpin turns with the fast current.
yeah, except it was warm, and the big difference though was we were going upstream then.
Yeah.
I mean,
We chose kayaks for our expeditioning because we wanted a self-propelled means of transportation, and we wanted something that was fast and quiet.
Yeah, in the beginning I used to get nervous when we were in rough water because I didn't know if I could trust the boat. But now, after using it, I know I can put it through anything, and I trust it completely.
The reason we can kayak when it's cold out is because we're protected with dry suits, and just the exertion of moving the paddle makes you incredibly warm.
Kayaking has helped open my eyes to what nature is all about, and it's helped teach me to really respect what's out there.
There's always this sense of danger. You're in this tiny little boat that could tip over at any time. It's just kind of living on the edge. The first time I saw airbrushed shirts, I was a crew member on a sailboat, and we were off the island of Roatan. I do mostly diving-related t-shirts just because that's my very first sport and my first love. Oh, when I see somebody wear one of my shirts, it's just this pride that kind of wells up inside of me. Well, even though we use screen printing techniques and machinery, I still have to sit there and paint each one, putting all the different colors in. And when I lift up that screen, the shirt just pops. The design's alive and vibrant.
Having our own business is critical to our expeditioning. Our 3 months in Baja, or the 1 month in Belize, or 3 months in Florida, none of that would have been possible without the freedom of our own business. But we still have to wear a lot of hats to be able to pay the bills. We both work for a commercial dive company, which is really a great setup. When they have a job, they call, and if we want to, we're available, we go. But if we have a big order of shirts that we're working on, or if we're just packing up, getting ready to leave for an expedition, then we just say no. We also have our recently published book, which is doing pretty well. And we've struggled with magazine articles, but we've sold a few. So it all adds up, it all helps, which we need because although we have some really great sponsors, the expeditions are still very costly. Our Belize expedition was basically a photographic expedition. We spent 2 weeks on the outer reef, island hopping, diving, snorkeling, and the purpose was to gather photographs and video for Easy Rider. Sponsors are really important on expeditions because they can supply you with all the little niceties that make traveling so much easier.
Paddling in Belize had its scary moments. We did a lot of island hopping. The wind was blowing pretty good, so it was quite rough most of the time. And a lot of the times when you'd come in to do a shore landing, it was tricky. It was all you could do just to stay up. And I was thankful if I ended up on the beach in an upright position.
The photographs that we took in Belize, or the ones from Baja, and also those from Florida, they're really important to Greg and I because they're what we can offer our sponsors in exchange for product. Also, we can sell our photographs to magazines, and if we can produce good shots, then when we come home from an expedition, we can support ourselves.
Well, usually when we're on expedition, we shoot around 3,000 to 4,000 slides. And we need all these slides for a number of reasons. We do the slide shows, so we need to be able to tell the story. And then we have to shoot the product being used by Kathy or myself or a model.
I really enjoy modeling.
Yeah, there you go.
It's taken me a number of years to get to the point where I can feel very comfortable in front of a camera. And I enjoy it. I enjoy getting shots back that are flattering to me. Better hurry before my lips freeze. We wrote our book because we really believe in the Great Lakes. We have traveled to many places in the world and dove in most of them, but we still love the Great Lakes and believe that they're a truly unique place. Because they're fresh water, they don't deteriorate wooden wrecks. So particularly the 18th century wrecks, like the schooners, are mostly intact if they sank well.
When I was young, I used to collect a lot of things, and this is kind of just carried over into the diving. And now I collect antique bottles, old clay pipes, and coins.
The Great Lakes are special to me because of the water. I love being around water. It's where I feel at home. It's where I feel comfortable. It pacifies me. It makes me feel healthy.
In the future, Kathy and I would like to expand our expeditions to include other forms of transportation. Maybe we'll try bicycling long distances or mountain climbing. I know whatever does come along that Kathy will be right there with me. She took on the challenge of being my partner, being my wife, and I think we've both grown more complete from it.
Greg and I hope to get as much as possible out of our lives as we can. I'd hope that our future would hold as many wonderful experiences as we've already had, and that we could continue to express ourselves in what we do. I would hope that through our expeditions and our various projects, we could help other people to share and appreciate what our world has to offer.
Oh, great pipe. All right, that's good. Oh, yeah, that's a great pipe.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty good for just one dive, huh?